Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft video brought to you by Rob's Mind. Today we are doing episode 14 of my Let's Play series, and as promised we are going to be working a little bit on the storage system. I do apologize for the darkness. Currently we finished the build for the most part. I want to put one more of these gray concrete rings all the way around. They wrap all the way around the back side of this too and connect. So that's pretty cool. I like them. I like the look of them. And from the front side of this, it looks great. But I wish it had one more band around it. So we're gonna fix that at some point. But I have been pretty busy over here, if you could tell. We got my redstone shulker box. We're really going to be looking at the hoppers here, the repeaters and the comparators, and of course the redstone. Then we got some gray concrete, white concrete, some white glass. We have tons of packed ice, tons of quartz. This is like odds and ends, so we got the glowstone, extra comparators, chests, iron, regular ice. I'm going to be using this instead of water buckets because I believe you can break it and it'll flow water instead of, so I can just stack these instead of having one water bucket per inventory slot. So that'll work out for me. Up here we got some buttons. I'm going to use that instead of signs for my sorting system we're going to build. Got some cyan concrete and some wood for item frames or extra chests or whatever we got going on here. Yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. That is the plan. And right now, we are going to section it off. So we're going to start by doing, yeah, I think this section here. Whew. Gotta be careful. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do this section over here. So everything behind this, we're gonna go ahead and rip it up, redo the floor, go ahead and do as much. I'm gonna do like a floor, a generic floor at first. I don't know if I might throw some more detail into it if it looks too plain. But we're going to build this up. We're going to build one unit of the storage system right here. Then over here will be the main bulk of the storage system to the right of our entrance. I think I'm planning on having this be like all of my precious items and stuff like that. And then over here be everything else. And there's going to be a lot of everything else. So let's go ahead and prep the land. Alright, so I did mean to build this with you guys, but I guess I got a little bit carried away on building the facade of this thing up. It's not done. It's not going to stay like this. Don't worry. We're going to decorate it a little bit more in a minute. But right now, I am craving some redstone. So let's go over there behind this monstrosity and start working out this item sorter and all of its mechanics. So as you can see, we got some pistons up here. interesting little mechanic we're going to be doing. We're going to do like a shutter system for the blah, blah, blah. We're going to do a shutter system for the storage system. Yeah. So these quartz stairs will actually come up and block the chests all the way down. And whenever I want to, I haven't decided how I'm going to have them open yet. I might have multiple different inputs to this thing. But however I want them to, I will have them open up in a sequence like these will open do 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 all the way down like that. All in a sequence. So that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start building up the item sorter. So right here, I'm actually going to need to remove these. Oops, I guess I replaced my silk touch. We'll go ahead and grab that because I am totally nabbing this glowstone if I'm not going to need it. I'm going to be covering that up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will be in line with our chests right here. Underneath those 4, we're going to throw some repeaters. Blocks on top of these. And we'll actually put redstone on all of these blocks right here. Just like that. Then blocks out like this. Blocks in front of these repeaters. Torches here. Blocks up there. And essentially what I'm building up here is, this is your standard item filter. So you got your comparators. Normally you'll have hoppers running right here. And each of those hoppers you'll have like a filler item and then the item you want to be sorting. And so what'll happen is, right now, like if I were to place in all of these hoppers, boop, boop, just place all of these in, making sure they run into each of the chests. Otherwise, you'll break your entire sorting system. So they're running into the chests. All of these should be locked. This torch is locking this hopper, and this block is powered by this torch and touching that hopper. So that hopper should also be powered and locked. Right here, I'm actually going to run ice. So we are going to actually have our final thing of hoppers. I'm making sure not to put them directly into that hopper because I don't know if it's intended or not, but even while that hopper is being powered, it's able to receive items right now. But like right now, if I threw in, like, I don't even know, 30 torches. Oh, is that still going down? Oh, God. Okay, good. See? So that made me really panic right there. So it was going down because we had over, I don't even know, over 22 items or 21 items, whatever it's supposed to be, over 22 items in there. And it should have dumped the rest into here, which it did. Good. So we've got those back. We'll get these back, but you would have like I think I used like 6 items and then 4 renamed snowballs for my item filter. And so that'll put it right on the verge of activating this second redstone dust. Once it activates the second redstone dust, it turns on this repeater, which shuts off the torch and this block, allowing items to pass through to the bottom hopper. So that's essentially how your box standard item sorter works. Over here, we are actually... Oh, let me run around because I'm getting kind of annoyed. Yeah, so right over here, what we're doing here is we are going to be, I don't have any glass, but we're going to be running glass right here and glass panes over these hoppers and a double chest right here. So items are going to come up from right here, I believe, or I might make them come from the back central area, like go through underground and then up here and over around this way. That might be kind of cool way to do it. I think that might be how I end up doing it. But, yeah, so the items will travel around. It'll come over here. It'll hit a chest, which will line them up right on this line right here, right in between this hopper and this ice. So it'll get the speed boost from the ice, but it shouldn't get stuck in the hoppers. Like, see how I'm falling down into the hoppers? The items will do the same exact thing. Of course, that's going to take like 21 before it. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, no matter what, even if it's like full of junk and it's not the right item, it'll just fall in and it won't fall inside of the hopper, but it'll just like kind of sit on top and not be pushed along anymore if you don't align it properly. So we're going to be using chests to do it. I do believe you can still do that in this game. So now we are going to go through and build the other item sorters just like this. Alright, so we got the item sorter all the way built up. I just have to add the items and the filler items, all of that kind of jazz. But we're going to do that in a minute. For right now, we're going to go ahead and connect up these top pistons. The way I'm doing that, I'm going to run all of this redstone on top of glass right here. So that we can still open and close the chests. Obviously, if this was a solid block, I don't even have a solid block in my inventory, but if it was a solid block, it would not open the chest. It would prevent it from opening. So next, we're going to take advantage of these hoppers being one block below like they are, and we are just going to kind of run our blocks just like this all the way down. Rats! I was really hoping I would not fall off. Alright, let's get back up there. Alright. So if we ran our redstone wire right next to these hoppers, obviously that would be bad because anytime that we have this system shut, it can't auto-sort items. The item sorters would be totally locked out themselves. So, obviously going one block up, we should be preventing that issue. The way we're going to wire up these pistons by pulling a redstone signal off of this block, have this one set at 1, this one set at 2, this one set at 3, and that one set at 4. And we'll just kind of repeat that, and in between all the pistons, we'll have a repeater. I'm going to set it at 2 ticks for now, but if I feel like it needs adjustment later, I'll go ahead and come up here and fine-tune it to however I feel like I want it to be. So then with this one, we're going to actually do a piece of redstone, and then repeater on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, we'll just do that all the way down. 4, and a repeater here on 2, and then redstone to finish it off. And that is everything all wired up for the top section. So whenever this gets power up at the top, let's see. We'll go ahead and, yep, fired all the pistons in uniform like that. Just, oh, beautiful. Love it. So that's, oop, I forgot. You used to not need a pickaxe to pick up a stone button, but now I think if you break it with your fist, you lose the block. So that's no good. But here we go. We got that set up. The next thing we're going to do is place in glass panes on top of these hoppers. The reason we are using glass panes is because they're not a full block. Think that's all I really need to say about that. If it was a full block, it would obviously prevent something from going inside of the hopper. Alright, there we go. I said it. Just in case somebody, possibly missed that or whatever. So here we go. We got glass going up. we'll just go ahead and loop it around here so I can demonstrate exactly what we're going to do. Because obviously I'm not going to build this whole entire everything on camera. It would take way too long, but let's go ahead and we'll throw a button in here and maybe a button in here. Make sure to finish this glass right here. And then we should be able to take regular ice. I believe this works in Bedrock Edition. Yes, it does. Oh, that is so cool. It's like just stackable water buckets. That's awesome. So now, anything that obviously our water stream's not going to start here. I'm going to pull it. I think I've decided I'm going to pull it from this block right here. It's going to come up where that quartz is at, run up alongside this glass, probably shoot out, run next to this item stream above all this redstone, and then loop around and back through this way. I think that's how we're going to transition it. I don't even know where I'm going to be starting with sending my items, though. So for now, I'm just building out the general design of the storage system and kind of explaining how it works. But so if I had these hoppers locked, we would be able to toss in an item. And if it got aligned properly, it would be able to sit right here on this line and cruise through, get speed boost, go super fast, and still be able to get picked up by the hoppers. So I do hope that that makes sense. That is how the system works. Yeah, we're going to go through. Maybe we're going to go through and set up what I want to be sorted here. So let's get some snowballs. Okay, guys, so I have got a little bit more of this system worked out. We got our snowballs, we made our item filters, filled them all in, did the facade of this thing. It looks pretty cool, in my opinion. I like how the stairs are blocking the chests and everything like that. Enjoy the item frames and the general build of it. I like the cyan we got on the top and bottom. Let me know what you guys think of the floor. We've got it out of bone blocks because we got bones for days. In fact, I've probably used about 10 stacks of bones, and I've still got this whole shulker box plus about, I don't know, a half a double chest of bone blocks. Not to mention probably 3 double chests of bones. So yeah, we got plenty of bone blocks, so I think that is the way to go for the flooring here. Not to mention, because it's housing our skeleton spawner, that will actually give it kind of a purpose to be the floor to be bones. So I really enjoy that. Over here we got the whole item filter thing. I guess I'll show you how this is working right now. So we've got a trap chest right here, and once we put our items into there, I've got one of everything except for gold. Yeah, because all my gold is currently in my beacon. So once we close that, the items start firing. The stairs open up to reveal the chests, and then let's hop up here before any items get up here. The items go up the bubble elevator, drop down. They should align properly and go into this, into these item filters here. I'm really hoping it doesn't skip anything. I've been kind of having a couple of issues, and I hope I got it all worked out by moving this water stream. I had it right there, and it was causing items to... Well, what? It looks like we got a piece of quartz to skip right there. Well, anyways, I'm about out of time for this episode, so I'm not going to go about fixing it right here. I don't know what is up with that, though, because everything seems to be getting put out consistently, and yet we missed a piece of quartz. Oh, and lapis. Lapis just flew by, too. Are the items traveling too fast sometimes to be picked up, I wonder? Yeah, I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think about this, because there we go. We lost an emerald right there. Yeah, this is not good. So, if you are curious, the items that are falling down here wouldn't be lost, because that's going to lead them to the rest of the storage system, and then eventually I think I'm going to have it run maybe back into the input chest. No, I can't run it back into the input chest. I might have a secondary chest somewhere. Maybe even one that pops up and reveals itself. That might be kind of cool. If something gets rejected into the system, maybe a flush trap door will open and then pop the chest out of the floor. That could be possibly a pretty cool way of going about it. Or a block swapper. Although that would be a little bit less impressive. But yeah, we'll try and figure that out. Over here, we have got the redstone for this thing. I'll probably get into more explaining it in the next episode, because as I said, we're running short on time for this one. But yeah, that was kind of my fault. But right here, we've got the auto dropper system. So whenever anything gets into our dropper, this is what causes it to fire. I really like this. This is the first time I've seen it built this way. I kind of came up with that, you know, in my own head at least, because I haven't seen it built that way. But I'm sure somebody has done it before. There's millions of people playing this. Right here, whenever that dropper receives an item, it sends an output over here to the RS NOR latch. And like I said, if you guys want me to explain this more in depth in the next episode, I can. But essentially what that does is allows these pistons to open up, and then it doesn't close until we hit our reset line. And our reset line happens to be hooked up to that button right now, although that is a totally temporary thing for my testing purposes. And it's also hooked up to these pressure plates. So once we open up our door to leave, the chests will close on up automatically if they're not already. But if they're already closed and I run over that, that will not cause them to open or anything like that, because like I said, it's on an RS NOR latch, which is different than AT flip-flop. So like, we'll stop talking about all that redstone mumbo jumbo and go on to the comment of the day. All right, guys, before we read our comment here, let's do a bit of a flyby. So I want to fly out a little bit this way. Yeah, all that redstone, man, that looks so wicked. Oh, oh no. I'm still kind of getting used to this. I haven't flown too much with the Elytra in survival, so getting used to it a little bit. I know most of you guys have probably messed around with them for a long, long time. I have not. So, yeah, that looks pretty awesome. If you are wondering, in a previous clip, I had stated that I was going to put the bubble elevator going right up the center of that, right up the center of this window here. I changed my mind because look at that redstone, man. It's beautiful. Love it. So we're going to leave that. It's all exposed redstone. I think it looks really nice. But anyways, let's go ahead and read the comment for today. It says, shoot the flowers with an arrow. Saves climbing up. For those of you that watched the last episode, we ended up... Oh my god, don't die. We ended up going to the end and doing some end raiding and stuff like that, and I was getting chorus flowers by climbing up all the way to the top and breaking them with my hand, because if you break the whole stem, it doesn't really do anything. So see, our chest didn't open up right there. But James there said that we can actually go ahead and shoot them with a bow and arrow, and that'll drop them. Now, if they land on the chorus plant itself, just run up and break the stock. Just break the stock. The whole thing will drop and you'll still get the flowers. So I thought that was a great tip, and thank you so much for the tip. That is awesome. I always like learning new things about this game because knowledge is power. But alright, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button, leave me a comment, and please do subscribe to the channel. Sure would help me a ton. But thank you for watching another video that has been brought to you by Rob's Mind, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.